Alright, in today's video, point circle collision detection. I'm taking some of Jeffrey Thompson's code, which is, I have a link in the description here. He has a book and he has a series of collision detection on different objects. Right now we're looking at the point circle. If I move this point into the circle area, it It triggers a collision, the color changes. I've adapted the code to work with QBASIC, and here's the main function here. It's only a little bit of math, but if used in the right way, you can make a nice little game like Missile Command out of it. Maybe in the future, I'll create a small version just to show as an example, but today I'm going to show you just how to use this fragment of code here. I've created two demos. This is the first one. Um, if you look closely, there's a little red dot I'm able to move with the arrow keys. As I move it, it's updating the XY coordinates and also whether it's hitting the circle. So right now it's not hitting the circle, and as soon as we do hit it, the status changes to hit and the color of the circle changes to green. And we can test this by going to different areas of the circle and seeing that it actually works. Now, you have to be careful with the circle command because by default, if you don't specify the aspect ratio, it will actually not draw a full circle, or um, it will look more like an ellipse. So what I'll do here is I'll comment this out. So this last part here is the aspect ratio, and I'm specifying 1. But if we don't specify anything, let's see what happens. So if you notice, the circle doesn't look as round as it did before. It looks more like an ellipse now. And if you notice, I'm moving the red pixel, and it's not hitting the circle, but it thinks it's hit it. So see, and it becomes more and more inaccurate the further we go out of the area here. So it's not even close here, but it thinks it's collided. And that's because if we were to draw the circle with the aspect ratio of 1, the radius of the circle would be reaching out here. So I'll switch it back, and hopefully you can see the difference. See how it's more round now? And if we come to the same area, we don't have that issue anymore. So remember, if you're going to use this bit of code, to specify aspect ratio of 1. So there's a bunch of parameters here. This one here specifies the color. So you can put, any color you want, or to use the default color. In this case, I'm using the color command to specify, so I'm leaving that empty. And there's a start radius, I believe, an end radius, and the final one is the aspect ratio. You don't have to specify those, but to make the collision detection work, you do have to specify 1 for the aspect ratio. So now I'm going to load up another example, and this is a collision detection using another circle. So I'm going to jump back to Jeffrey's site, and we'll take a look at how that one works. So now we have 2 circles, and if they collide again, so I'll switch back to the adaptation I've made, and let's run it. So we have two circles. We have red circle that I'm able to move around using the arrow keys again. And I also have added the option to make the red circle smaller or bigger. And we can move this around again. And again, it works the same way. But this time, instead of just a point, we can detect when two circles collide. So if I make it smaller, it doesn't detect. If I make it bigger, so as long as it's any point is making contact, so even if it's inside, it still works. Only when it makes no contact do we not have a collision. Again, this also relies on you specifying the aspect ratio of 1 here. I think I have some extra code. Yeah, let me just correct this. All right, let's see if it still works. And I think I might have broken it. No, actually, that did belong there. Okay. All right, so much for, let's leave that the way it was. Yeah, this was the small circle that I'm moving around. I somehow got confused. Uh, is that right? Nope. Okay. Yep, that's it. All right, so yeah, I accidentally deleted this. So this is the big circle, blue color, blue or green. Yep. Okay. And yeah. All right, so I think that's it. I'll post this on GitHub. There should be a link in the description. And maybe if I have enough time, I'll create a little missile command demo using these two functions.